Welcome back to another episode of Penny Help Jess. Today is episode 511. And we got a pretty unassuming looking penny roll here. This is the type of penny roll you can expect to get in 2025. I don't know about having this much copper in it though. From the look of this, we have at least 10 copper pennies from a quick glance. I could be wrong, but let's keep that number in mind to see how sharp my eagle eye is. And we'll start off with most likely a zinc cent. A nice 2014. Move on to another zinc. Now, by the time this video is uploaded, I should be well into the my 14,000 subscribers. And I have to remind myself that I'm getting a lot of new subscribers every day. And you can see the misalignment. It caused the piece of the rim to get pushed up on the side there. 1971. It's our first copper penny. Has a misaligned die and some extra copper getting pushed up. 1992, another misaligned die. No close AM. That's what we're looking for on the 92. So I'm going to try to be cognizant of the fact that a lot of you out there are newer, and I will reiterate no wide AM. Some of the basic principles of penny roll hunting when searching through a 50-cent penny roll or pocket change. That's a beautiful 79 right there. That's nice. So I'll do that during today's video. For those of you who've been watching the channel, this will just be a refresher. And for those who are new or inexperienced, look at those lines coming out of like little, almost like a wave out of the back of his head. Has to do with the clad. So there are several things I am paying attention to while penny roll hunting. The simplest one is the copper cent. So this is a copper penny. It's a 1982. It's a nice one. Look at the thickness on the Liberty. We'll check that out later during the short videos. So I'm paying attention to the copper cents, right? That's like the bare minimum you want to do, because the copper pennies have more value, and possibly, depending on the condition, they might have a lot more value than face value. So the face value is a penny. The copper value is three point something pennies. So right there, you want to put that to the side because you're getting some extra value, right? Just from the non-precious metal of it. And then, of course, the condition of the copper cent, you're separating them by condition. No white AM. Right? Because a very you could put your nice copper pennies into rolls based on condition, based on year. You can put them into cheap penny wrappers. You can even most banks give free penny wrappers at the bank. So you could just grab a couple off the counter. They're there for you, and go there every once in a while and grab yourself a couple, and the whole process becomes free. Okay, so we got the separation of copper pennies by condition. We're separating the zinc. That's pretty wild. Got scraped, I guess. No white AM. And then you have errors, right? And you're looking for some basic errors. You're looking for misaligned dies, off-centered. You're looking for die clashes, which are die errors that have struck themselves. I'm not sure if striking themselves and other coins would fall into the same category, but let's just for the fundamentals, let's say they are, and you'll see images of the other side of the coin on one side of the coin. So on the front of the coin, you'll see an image of the reverse. On the reverse, you'll see an image of the front. That's a die clash, basically. We're looking for strike throughs, which is shapes, right? You'll find shapes, and they could be easily misdiagnosed as a die clash, which isn't that important. The point is that you put them to the side and that you put them into a flip, or whatever you're going to do, or into a jar that you have marked, or into a roll that you have marked. That way, you're not sending them back to the bank, right? You definitely do not want to send them back to the bank. But strike through is something that fell on the planchet prior to being struck an object, and it created that image, that shape on the coin, similar to a die clash, but just the whole process of how it similar looking. I'm saying, uh, in the sense that it's a shape that's on the coin, right? So you're looking for shapes on the coin. Of course, you're looking for wheat cents. You're going to put those to the side, and you'll separate those by a year and condition, possibly even by if there's any key dates. So it's also helpful to know what the key dates, semi-key dates are. Is that a copper one? No, 83. 83. You can tell it's zinc. Some people weigh all of their 83s. I can tell this is zinc. I don't need to weigh it. And then lastly, you're looking for doubling. Now, the doubling part is probably the most trickiest part of all when searching through coins. The other errors might take some research. The die clashes, see, look, there goes little marks there. Is that a strike through? Are those three little, or is that is that post mint damage? It's probably post mint damage. And that's the part that really takes research, or a little bit more research than other types of errors. The doubling, knowing the difference between a deuterium die doubling, knowing the difference between mechanical doubling and abrasion doubling. And all of those links are in below in the long factor version videos, which this is. So if you go into the links below, you can do a basic research and get a good understanding of the different types of errors, and that'll help you out a lot in learning about coin errors and the minting process and what to look for. So far, we have not found any. Well, we found that one coin that might have some doubling, right? This one might have. This is from before. This one might have some doubling on the Liberty. You can see in the IBER something's going on. It's helpful to have a really good loop, of course, and or a microscope. Oh, that's a beautifully beat up penny, huh? Gotta wonder where that happened. And it's nice and clean too, you know, so look at this. And when you find coins like this or other types of odd marks, you know, you could start to imagine what caused it, right? And that's also part of developing your numismatic brain skill eye. What caused the certain types of marks that you're seeing? And of course, in the beginning, you're going to imagine odd stuff, right? Things that are not errors, they're just occurring naturally through circulation. But that's okay. It's okay to do that imagining. It's part of the learning process, making those mistakes. You have to do it. Nobody, you know, knows without doing a lot of research. And that's part of the process. So, and of course, if you ever want to if you want to know like how my mind works, you can always send me a super chat and email me some coins. It might take me a couple of days to get back to you, and I'll give you a nice full description of what I'm seeing, and you can see how that compares to what you're seeing. Just as a little bit of a learning tool. A lot of these other websites and forums, you just have a bunch of trolls there who are looking to beat up on you for to make you look stupid, and they're very harmful and not good places to go for learning, because they're really not there to help you. They're there to poke fun at you. So of course you're not going to get that with me. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this little quick overview of coin roll hunting basics. Please click like and subscribe. I'm supposed to say it at the beginning of the video. For some reason, I never do. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.